Ready, Phantom?
Ready, Keg.
Let's go! Oh, hey, it's time for the TBBAP show. Everybody watch, come on, let's go. TBBAP! Welcome to this week's episode of TBBAP.
TBBBAP, two best brothers bitch about ponies.
And that's right. And this week's episode was...
Following the hiatus.
Following the tragic hiatus.
Welcome back, by the way.
The dearth of content has been challenging, but it's back with make new friends, but keep Discord.
What?
I don't get what that means. What does that mean, Phantom?
It's from that song, Make New Friends But Keep the Old. One is silver and the other gold.
Oh, what song is that?
You really don't know? Really?
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
I remember it from a kids' show movie thing called Big Rock Candy Mountain. I don't know if it was original to that.
I do remember Big Rock Candy Mountain. Okay.
I don't know if it's from that or if they just used it, but yeah, that's where I remember it from.
How intriguing. Okay, I wrote a little thing to describe my complex feelings for this episode.
You did.
It's like a paragraph.
My feelings on this episode are as uncomplex as Smooze himself. How's that for a reference?
I absolutely am not surprised. Okay, here's just my thing. So, I do not love what Discord has become.
No.
And in fact, at the beginning of this episode, after the little opening before the title, I messaged Phantom and was like, Phantom, I don't want to watch this anymore.
I'm right here, Keg.
Yeah.
Right here.
Well, I'm telling our audience. I wanted to stop watching because I just hate seeing Discord. I'm not really sure why. It's got something to do with the popular opinion of him, I think, and what he is now. It's very uncomfortable for me.
He's not the conniving, dangerous,
he's totally different
character he once was. I think I think by now we've just got to accept that he's now this sort of petty, foolish,
And that leads me to my further point. Given what Discord has become, I think they did the absolute pinnacle of what they could do with that character. And not to mention,
I don't know about
this episode was fucking packed with new content that was fucking awesome. You got Tree Hugger. You got the Discord Zone. You've got the little puppet dimension thing he was going to send her to. You got Maud, got a little highlight in there. You got the Grand Galloping Gala reincorporated. You got new outfits and hairstyles for every major character. And we also got the smooze in the episode. And man, could you have put more effort into making this episode feel rich and dense and rewarding for watching? My point here is, at the end of this episode, I'm over my Discord thing. I like him now. This episode was the change for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm totally okay with it, because they've shown that when Natasha Levenger writes a Discord episode, she puts in the fucking work and she makes it happen. It was fantastic. Could not have come out more positive. Such a reversal from what I first was thinking watching this. It was fantastic. I don't know, whatever was missing from that episode with Twilight and Discord and the other princess whose name I don't remember because she doesn't matter.
Yeah, Pink.
I came out of that was like, whatever. But this one did it. This one was fantastic. But you said your feelings were not complicated. What do you think?
Well, I agree with you that it was dense with things. A lot of them were funny. We had, it was quite a ride. We had some laughs. We learned a little something.
Yeah.
The main plot was pretty threadbare and paper thin, so that it fell flat for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't hate it.
So you were kind of lukewarm, but sort of liked it?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Really?
I think it was. I'd give it score time. 5 out of 10, 4.5.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. It just
dude, okay, what about the Discord zone? They put so much work into it.
The Discord zone, okay, I liked what they were going for by showing the 3D or puppet.
Yeah, it was cool.
It didn't feel substantial.
Just, okay, compare it to the last episode, right? The whatever... That guy, Trouble Shoes. What did we get from that episode?
Okay, it was better than that one.
We got one guy who was like a kind of cute dude who completely crippled Cutie Mark continuity. And then compare that to this episode, where we got so much shit that totally works. We learned where Discord lives. He's in that crazy zone. He got a delivery from that mailman that was fucking hilarious. I was laughing
You're right.
when that guy was delivering that.
Maybe I am being too hard on it. There was a lot of good stuff here.
Man, and Tree Hugger, dude. Tree Hugger was fucking choice. She was hilarious. She was a stoner. She had the dreads. Man, just could not have made a better. She was like, I don't want to say she was as good as Maude, but she was like a really strong personality in this side character. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
holy shit,
really, really good.
Holy shit.
What I was going to say with...
Hey, Keg.
Yeah.
This is Two Best Brothers Bitch About Ponies, not Two Best Brothers Are the Ponies Bitch, bitch.
Are the Ponies Bitch. I got a complaint for you, and it's that, watching Friendship is Witchcraft... this is kind of a side thing, but they talked about, like, they worship Smooze, like, he's like this dude, and that's just because he was kind of a big deal back in the day, back in Gen 1. I looked this up a little bit, but now he's been kind of wasted on this, like, side gag.
He has been a bit wasted. On the other hand, wouldn't it have been old hat for them to just bring him back as a main villain the way he was originally? Isn't it kind of good that they give the new gen's twist on him?
Well, I guess this is arguable, but I kind of like the sort of tradition of reviving old villains in new ways and, like, having them reapply. Yeah, I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can see why people don't want that, but
I can see. He was. It is too bad because Smooze was pretty cool even back in the day.
Well, we listened to that song
and he's not
from
that
Gen
cool
1.
In this.
There's a Smooze song. Go look it up. Google it.
The Smooze song is pretty sweet. Just the idea of this, like, intelligent ooze that, like, swallows the entire world is really cool.
Yeah.
And almost out of placeedly so in Gen 2. But what?
I mean,
Gen 1.
4?
Gen 1.
He was in Gen 1.
Yeah,
originally.
Gen 1.
Yeah. I don't know. Gen 1 was, like, darker than the stuff we have today, I think.
Not most of it.
Well, not most of it, I guess. But, like, remember when Tyrek turned those motherfuckers into, like, weird nightmare beasts?
Yes.
That was pretty intense.
Yeah, it had its moments, for sure.
What else is going on?
Well, okay, to return to my complaints about the plot, there is a lot of repetition, and
it was a lot of focusing on Discord being like, why won't Fluttershy go with me? This is so... I gotta deal with my feelings. And if you weren't into that,
and the whole thing fell apart just by Fluttershy mentioning the concept that you can have more than one friend, which is like, this is what I mean about how Discord has become this really petty kind of stupid character. I mean,
he sure has. He sure has.
Whatever.
The episode was great, despite its very thin narrative, in my opinion. It made up for it with
everything else.
Awesome stuff.
Everything else.
Natasha Levenger, who wrote this, wrote It Ain't Easy Being Breezy's, which was, also had a fantastic side character in, what was his name?
Seabreeze.
Seabreeze, my man, yeah. And she also wrote Pinky Apple Pie, which is one of the best episodes of the series.
It's good.
Top bunch. And so...
So you're a fan? You're a fan of the Lev?
I want to see more. Absolutely. Like, 2 of the 3 episodes she's written have been fantastic.
Oh, Pinky Apple Pie was her first episode, right?
That's right.
I remember that from Drowning in Horseshoes.
That's what I was thinking of. I went to the to her IMDb page and saw she also has credits for My Sexiest Mistake, which was mentioned in his video too. Yeah.
I'm gonna bookmark that.
Yeah. What else we got going on?
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about this whole Discord jealousy thing with Fluttershy.
What is there even to say?
It's just I'm not even sure.
The plot is old as dirt. And
at first I thought it didn't make sense, but then at the end, he's like, I'm new to this whole friendship thing, and I realized, well, yeah, I guess so. I guess he really does feel threatened.
He's been
by
new to this
friends.
whole friendship thing for a while.
For like 2 seasons. Yeah.
And, I wish that this plot had tied in some way to the larger context of the story. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wish there'd been more. I wish it had meant something.
I absolutely agree. It's just but that's what this was, This was actually probably the first, like, side story episode, the slice of life type story, focusing specifically on Discord. And just him, basically.
I suppose that's
in that
true.
way, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess we did get a good glimpse at what Discord's life is like now.
Man, the fucking Discord zone was so cool. It was awesome.
I did like seeing the male pony again, who,
dude,
by the
hilarious.
way, was really obviously voiced by Ashley Ball.
Oh, really? I didn't get that.
It definitely just sounded like Applejack putting on a funny accent.
Lamau.
Which is funny, because her character is a funny accent.
Dude, how about... Oh, yeah, I get it.
Thanks for laughing at my joke, Keg.
You're welcome. Once Discord got up on stage to do his little comedy bit, and he's like, I have 2 fucked up wings, but even I can fly better than Twilight. And Twilight's like, hey... And Celestia laughs at that. Man,
it was
great.
funny that only Celestia laughed.
Only Celestia laughed at Twilight.
You know that
awesome.
reminds me. Last episode, everyone in the crowd was like, "Troubleshoes is so funny," but I was like, "He wasn't that funny." This time,
he wasn't funny, and no one laughed.
Well, yeah, but this time also, Maud
killed it.
Maud makes that comment. And Pinky's like, good one, Maud. And I was laughing, and I was like, yeah, it was a fucking good one. You got him.
Yeah. You're the most basic of jokes. Fucking wrecked, Maud.
That was
yes.
good. Yep.
Man, Maud
excellent
killed
use
it this
of,
episode.
Excellent use of Maud.
So glad to have my waifu back in such a great little focus. Mwah. Perfect.
I was afraid at first that they were going to turn the gala into something it wasn't like.
I was very worried about that too.
But it wasn't so bad. When Applejack says your first grand galloping gala to the kids, it's like what?
What is this, her fucking bar mitzvah or some shit?
Yeah, but whatever.
But no,
it was
fine.
It was good.
It was fine.
And
that actually was kind of weird. What is it, a rite of passage? None of the others had ever been to the Grand Galloping Gala.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of a weird line, but
it's just, they're growing up doing a fancy... No. But then at the end, when Celestia says, this has been the most fun gala in years, didn't she say the same thing about the last one?
I was trying to remember that. And she just says that it's usually very boring.
And to be honest, I believed it more that time. So I don't know. I was like,
I actually thought this looked pretty fun. I thought this one looked much more fun than the last one. I don't know why Celestia really enjoyed. I think she just liked seeing everyone get fucked up at the last one.
Well, I guess she must have. This time,
everyone was running in goo, and there was like a thing going on, and it was crazy. Discord was making jokes.
I didn't buy it. Maybe because I had more fun. Whatever. I had more fun personally with the last Grand Galloping episode. The Grand Galloping.
Let me tell you, Phantom. Mm-hmm. The fun was off the charts this episode. Do I have anything else to say? I might have one little note.
Tree Hugger.
The best.
Fluttershy is totally in lesbians with her.
She is very enamored of her.
She laughs at all her jokes. She brings her up all the time. She's so complimentary.
Ooh, speaking of that,
she touches her shoulder and Discord gets jealous. So in lesbians.
Pretty in lesbians. Which reminds me of this whole. I really got the vibe that this was kind of like. This is kind of retarded, but sort of like their way of talking about relationships, because it seemed like
whatever
a real thing about Discord wanted to ask her in sort of a romantic way, but couldn't, and then she had another date, and everyone brought the same sex date, everyone. What's up with that?
I think I would say that it's just problems that apply to a romantic relationship can apply to a platonic one equally so. So you could read it that way if you wanted to be a big fucking weirdo, Keg.
I don't know. It's just normally in stories like this, it's a romantic thing. But you're right.
This is My Little Pony. So throw your preconceived notions out the window and check your cis privilege.
Oh, and I want to make a quick mention that I feel like I've been overly critical of Pinky. Looking back at my criticisms of her, I think sometimes I'm a little bit harsh, but in this episode, I thought she was hilarious. When she's like, you want all the cakes?
She was good.
She was losing her fucking shit, and I was laughing.
She was good in this episode.
Yeah, it was great.
And she was reasonable, and she didn't...
And she shook the camera. It was funny. I liked it.
She did?
Yeah, and after that, she's like, holy shit, and she grabs the camera and shakes it. It was cool.
I don't remember, but it was cool. It was good.
And that's it. That's all I've got.
Yeah, you've convinced me. Yeah, good. I don't know. Maybe I'd raise my score to a 6 or a 7. I don't know. 'Cause
I would give it. I give it a 9. Give it a
holy
big old 9.
Come on. Come on, no.
Dude, I think you're not appreciating how much I loved all those little things.
I guess
I'm not. It just felt so rich. It felt so rich. Like, I love... the cute... I love Magical Mystery Cure, despite kind of the confusion and the things that don't make sense with the plot.
I don't know.
And in the same way, I don't know, just to me...
Some things just fell flat. Like the Discord... him opening that portal to the puppet world didn't feel like a fully realized joke. Like, there should have been more.
I disagree. I thought that seeing that image was more than enough to get that joke across. And I appreciate the effort put in to, like, record something live. You know,
and when he's about to throw,
I really felt the love.
And when he's about to throw her through the portal, he like waits for like several minutes and converses about it before he does it. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I agree, but I can overlook little things like that with this episode. I don't know. Yeah. Thought it was great.
Well, there were some good lines, like at the end when he says, "Sorry you something about my wrath." Was pretty good. Pretty good for a god like him.
And I really appreciated how at the end, like, I thought they were just going to, like, ignore Smooze. He was going to be gone. But, like, Discord really treated him like a person at the end and, like, apologized to him. I was impressed by that. That was another great little thing. They could have avoided that and just been like, Smooze is just an idiot. He doesn't matter. He was just a tool. But they really treated him like a character, and I appreciated that.
Only Discord mistreated him.
Yeah, so
everyone else is ready to be his friend as long as he doesn't get any goop on him.
Oh, like how Pinky danced with him at the end. Yeah. That was so
nice.
Cute.
It was good.
I loved it.
Another good line. Yes. And then when he's like, sorry, and Tree Hugger's like, I need a minute to clear my chakras before I can hug you from a place of authenticity.
All her lines were great.
I don't know, sometimes I felt like she was hamming it up a bit much with the whole hippie thing, but other times it was good.
When she's like, oh, whoa, your name's Discord? Nice to meet you. Blessings.
Blessings was good, yeah.
Dude.
And when she does the sound thing and her mouth goes all...
Yeah. Oh, man, that was fucking... I was expecting to hate that, but it really just charmed me.
Also,
this whole episode charmed me.
When they're getting ready for the gala and they're putting on dresses and, like, Discord shows up and he's, like, they have their, like, sort of argument or whatever, and then he's like, fine, I'm leaving. And then Rainbow Dash is just like, yeah!
Did she?
Yeah, she hadn't said a word the whole time, and at the end she's just like, yeah!
Way to go, Rainbow. Good contribution.
Yeah, it was good stuff. And, speaking of dresses...
when Rarity got hers pulled off, and she was all naked and embarrassed.
I didn't love that joke that much, but then...
But they didn't focus on it, so
she's got another dress? Is it the same dress, or is it a new dress?
I was looking, and I couldn't tell you.
Well, okay, I hope it was a new dress, because I could totally believe that that Rarity would bring a second dress to the gala.
Hey, things happen. Last time at the gala, her dress got ruined.
Okay, I might go back and check. If it's a new dress, I like it. If it's the same dress, it sucks.
Okay.
Unless she could have two. No, she would have two different ones. Whatever. Not important.
Okay. Well, I think that just about covers it.
That just about covers it. Yeah. A lot to like. Didn't super feel
understandable complaints.
The main conflict. Wish there was more to it, but 7 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Get out
9 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Get out of here.
Okay. Good talking to you guys.
And get out of here, viewers, because the show's over.
Yeah. Have a good day and a blessed Thanksgiving. Goodbye.
Bye.